Next, let's talk about investing with the founder of Shaping Wealth. Welcome, Brian Portnoy.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you too, my friend. Now let's get right to it. At what age do you think someone should start getting into investing in wealth building?
Well, they should start learning about financial concepts and money at a relatively young age, whether that's 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. There's a lot of research now in the world of financial literacy that shows that people can get started relatively early to understand the main concepts of saving and spending and borrowing.
Right.
And if they do that, they're teed up.
Right. And one of the things that we really don't learn in school growing up, especially at that age, are those concepts that you mentioned. Why is that? And do you think the school should adopt this more into the curricula?
100% should adopt it more. The reason they don't is that money is the most uncomfortable topic. It's just something we don't talk about. We talk about politics and religion and family stuff, but money's uncomfortable. We as a society need to move beyond that and understand that the basic building blocks of a successful money life are there for just about anybody to have.
Right. That's one of the things I always say. I have an Instagram page where I talk about some of these similar topics, and I like to say wealth is a function of seventh grade math and a set of rules. You just have to understand what those rules are. Now, and that takes me to my next question. What do you think about apps like Robinhood and Acorns for first-time investors that are just learning? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, the devil's in the details. I mean, with Acorns and other apps that allow you to make small investments and not get a little bit over your skis, that's fine. Other apps like Robinhood, where you can trade for free and chase hot trends, I would be careful when it comes to chasing hot trends through investment apps, because you can end up losing a lot of money quickly. It's felt easy lately. It's not normally this easy.
Right, because there are no fees, and it's young people, and they get into almost the gambling type of routine, and it's almost gamified on there. So it brings people in, but also that flip side of what you mentioned. Now, what could young wealth builders learn from your new book?
So yeah, we published a book called How I Invest My Own Money a few weeks ago. 25 contributors, financial experts talking about how they invest, save, spend, borrow. The first thing is, money is a personal experience. You know, the phrase personal finance, money's more personal than it is finance. It starts with figuring out what's important to you and then building a plan to get there. And that money is an expression of your values. And so, yes, seventh grade math, you need to understand the basics of addition, subtraction, how amounts compound over time. But we also need to take very seriously the emotional and psychological component. And the book gets into that in some detail.
What is one main, you talk psychological and emotional components, what is one major one as it relates to money, and that may resonate with people as they hear that, but may not be aware of?
We're all wired for the cycle of greed and fear. Okay. When the market goes up, we get excited. Like lately, it's been, like I said, it's felt easy. Other times, like March, when the market was down 50%, we get scared.
Right.
And as a result, we tend to buy high and sell low, which is actually the opposite of what we're supposed to do. So we need to check ourselves. You kind of need to know what emotional state in, because if you're finding investing exciting, you're probably doing it wrong.
That's an excellent soundbite. Now, do you have any predictions or expectations for 2021 as the year comes to a close?
No, so I don't make market predictions, and I think we should be careful about those who do, because they tend to be wrong more often than they're right. I think people, especially younger people, should be goals oriented. Buying a car, saving for college, getting that nicer home, taking a nicer vacation or whatever. Align your finances to what's important to you, not what some market guru tells you is going to happen in 2021.
So basically tie it into a personal goal. And what age do you think is the best? We touched on this briefly, but what is the best age if you're is it ever too late? Is it ever too early? What would be the ideal age to start investing?
Right. Well, so, I think we can begin to share with siblings, children at a younger age, some of the core concepts. But, as we go out there, like you and I did as young men, you get a job, you're working minimum wage, you begin to save. When you're 15, 16, 17, that is a perfect age to start thinking about saving, responsibly, maybe putting away, 10% of your paycheck here and there, and that will compound over time. Not taking on too much debt. That can be, really harmful. Credit cards, taking on too much college debt. So never too early.
Never too early. Excellent stuff. Thank you so much for being here, Brian.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
All right. Thank you.